You know, sometimes we dread going to work every day. You ever had a job like that? Mm-hmm. Teresa Sazurek helps companies and employees find peace with one another, and she talks about that in this book, Pursuit of Passionate Purpose. You, in fact, found yourself in an environment at one point in your career, and you said, I'm acting just like that really nasty boss that I have.
That's right. It was a wake-up call to me. And actually, I had a coworker who gave me some feedback and said, you know, Teresa, this doesn't seem like you. And so luckily, you know, feedback is very important. And I really got in touch with my values, what was important to me. And this is what I recommend to people is get to know yourself. What are your values? What's important to you? And then live true to them. And I did make some changes actually based on that.
And live not just in the business environment, but in every part of your life, live according to your values.
That's right. Actually, I moved out of the big corporate arena and actually decided to pursue an entrepreneurial venture where I felt I could have more control and more influence. And even in that environment, though it's challenging, I found that we had some co-workers who were being bully kind of co-workers. And at first I tried to change the situation, tried to confront the behavior using the standard assertiveness training approach, you know, telling a person, you know, when you act like that and put me down, that really makes me angry and unproductive. And so I would prefer if you would treat me and others kindly. But that didn't really change the situation. So then I escalated to my boss and ultimately to the board of directors. That didn't change it, and so I decided, well, could I live with it for the company's sake? Couldn't live with it, so I ultimately had to leave, even the company I started.
There are some cases, though, in which you point out that resistance is not necessarily the best course.
That's right.
Sometimes you need to just say, okay, it's not that important, I can deal with it.
You're right. I call this the allowing strategy because we may be subjected to certain pain in the work environment, and when you resist, you turn that pain into great suffering. And so sometimes if you can just get out of the way, let go, and stop the resistance, you can still maybe accept and survive in that environment.
Sure, in which, although you want to have passion in everything you do, at some point you can say, this is just a separate part of my life, no big deal.
Right, and there are a lot of people who have part-time passions on the weekends or in the evenings with their volunteer work, church work, family. They really live true to their passions and make a living somewhere else.
The book, once again, is called Pursuit of Passionate Purpose. Thanks.
And I'm doing a book signing 11:30 today at the Fort Worth Convention Center in the exhibit hall.
Excellent. See you there. Thanks very much, Teresa. Still to come, we're going to talk to a kinder, quieter, gentler Alanis Morissette.